Hello students, Mr. Yun here. It is probably about June 4th. This is your video on proofreading found here on the submission page. Let's take a look. So you're hoping to submit your paper. Stop. Let's take care of some things first. Before you submit, check your paper for simple errors like capitalization and punctuation. Number 2, look at the rubric to ensure maximum points. What do you mean, Mr. Yun? Conveniently, right down here is the rubric that I will use to grade your paper. You want maximum marks. You want full points. So look in the first maximum point column here and make sure you've done all these things. For example, first criteria, is there a picture? Did you grab a picture from the web like Mr. Yun did in his example? If you did, that's worth 5 points. Information. Basically, do you have 3 body paragraphs filled with accurate information on your historical character? If we look at my paper, I would go, oh yeah, I got 3 body paragraphs. Here's one on him being the president, here's one on being the warrior, and the businessman as stated in my thesis statement. Next criteria, is there an intro and conclusion present? Oh, yep, there's my introduction paragraph, got a nice thesis statement there. There's my conclusion paragraph, restating the thesis there, ending on like a little profound point there. Cool sauce. All right, looking good so far, Mr. Yun. Resources. Full marks. 3 or more websites, books, and other resources used are listed. Remember I said I wanted 3 or more, so that's what you need for full points. If we look at my paper, we'll see, oh, there's my works cited there at the end. Great. And I have 3 different links, 3 or more, so I have 3. That will cover me. I have a works cited page with 3 or more resources, 10 points. Last one, mechanics, grammar, spelling, etc. I'm not going to dock you for one thing, like you forgot to capitalize one word at the beginning of a sentence, but after that I'll start to knock you. I might not take you all the way down to 5 points, but I'll dock a point or 2. That's up to my discretion, so you got a little wiggle room on that one, but you're going to want to proofread your paper. Now, on my list of other tips and tricks up here underneath that, read your paper out loud to yourself. This is something that I just learned on my own. The English teachers didn't tell me this. This is a Mr. Yun tip. When you read your paper out loud to yourself or to someone else, it forces you to basically pick up things that you don't notice reading silently. For example, when you're reading something and it sounds good in your head, and you read it out loud and you're like, wait a second, that's wrong. Usually this isn't spelling errors you pick up, it's like when you put an R instead of an is or something like that. You hear things that don't sound right. So that's just a tip. Usually it's harder to check your own papers than it is to have someone else read it for you. But in the event you don't have someone to read it for you, if you read it out loud to yourself, that's you usually find something you've done wrong. Make a sacrifice to the gods of history. I'm joking. Couldn't hurt though. It's a little joke. And then be sure you submit the correct file. When you do hit that submit button up there in the top right corner. Don't give me your last teen biz assignment or an English paper. Make sure you submit the correct paper, your history research paper. Of note, you'll notice I put a header on here. That's a good habit to get into. Name, class, date, something like that. I'm not particularly picky on my headings, but it helps to have a heading with your name in it and the class. Yeah, picture. 5 paragraphs, works cited, 3 or more things, proofread. Once you've done all those things, then you're ready to submit. And I'll do my best to grade them, as quick as I can, your papers. But there are a lot of papers being submitted, and I like to give them all the time and effort that, I like. You put effort in this paper, I want to put effort into grading it. But it can be a long process. So, of note as well, you'll note that this paper isn't due on the last day of school. There's about a week left. So if you need a little extra time to submit, that's fine, because this closeout week is all very easy, quick things, if any work at all. That's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, great work on your paper. I look forward to reading them. And take it easy. I'll see you next week.